Hey everyone, welcome to Data Millennials. I'm Atul, and in this video we are going to discuss about the nested if statements in Python. So the nested if statement means a if statement inside another if statement, and Python allows us to nest multiple if statements within a single if statement. A nested if statement is nothing but a if statement that is the target of another if statement. So if we see the flow chart of nested if statement, then it will be easier for us to understand. So let's say that our program started, and then you have a if condition. Okay, if the if condition is true, then it will get into the if body. Within this if body you would have another if statement, and then it will evaluate that if statement, which is nothing but nested if statement, and it will exit the program. But in case if it is false, then it will get into the another nested if statement or else statement, and then it will evaluate the entire program and gives you the output. So now if we talk about the syntax of nested if statement, then it's very simple. Let's say that if you have a if condition, let me put it like if expression 1, and then we have statements. Okay, so you can have multiple statements, and within this if statement you are checking another condition. So I'm going to put another expression within this if condition, and if this condition is true, then print something or do something, else go to the else part and print something. Okay, now this is the block which is known as the inner if construct, or you can simply say it as inner if, and this if which you have given in the starting of your program will be your outer if condition. Okay, now we have this inner if condition or inner if construct, and with this if we have the else clause also. So this if else clause is closed, or if this else clause has completed. But what about this if else statement? For this if construct we have not given any else till now, right? So we have to give the else construct. So we have given else, and within this else we can give another if statement. Okay, expression 3, and we are going to give statements. Okay, then we can also give else, and we can give statements. So this entire thing is nothing but a simple example or the syntax of an nested if statements. So let's take a simple example to understand how we can use nested if in our programs. So let's write a particular program that will check if a number is positive or negative or 0 using the nested if statement. Okay, so let's say if I have a variable number to check, and let's put 10 over here for now. Now I want to check whether this number to check variable has positive value, negative value, or it is 0. Okay, so what we need to do, first we need to check whether this number is greater than 0 or not. So I'm just going to put if statement saying that if number to check is greater than equal to 0 or not. If it is, then go and check if this number to check is equal to 0, and if it is, then simply print number to check, or let's say the given number is 0. So over here within this inner if statement we have checked that whether the number is equal to 0 or not. So what would be the opposite of this? So that would be our else statement, right? So for if it is not 0, and over here in our outer if we have already checked that the number is greater than 0, then we can simply say that the number is positive, right? So we can simply print saying that the given number is positive. Okay, now we have this inner if construct in which we have if as well as else. What if this condition fails? In that case, what will happen? The number which is not greater than 0 or equal to 0, it will obviously be negative. So we'll simply go and put the else statement of the outer if condition, saying that else print the number is negative. So let's run this program and check. So if I run this cell, you can see we are getting the given number is positive. If I put it 0 or update the value of number to check as 0 and let's run it again, you will see that we are getting the given number is 0. So this condition gets fulfilled. Okay. Now if I put minus 15 over here, let's run it over here, then we are getting the number is negative, right? So our program is giving the correct output. But now let's understand the flow of program one by one for each and every input that we are giving. So let's start with minus 15 only. So what happens is that this minus 15 comes over here and checks whether minus 15 is greater than equal to 0 or not. So if I run this cell, you will get false. So this condition is false. The moment this condition gets false, the program execution will come to this else part. Okay, and it will print this number is negative. So that's why we are getting this number is negative. Now let's say that we have given 15 over here instead of minus 15. So what will happen? If I compare 15 is greater than equal to 0 or not, so we are checking this condition. Okay, so let's run this. We are getting true. So over here we are getting the output as true. The moment this statement is true, then the next statement within this if construct will run. So we have another if statement, which is the inner if statement under this if construct. So now it will check number is equal to 0 or not. So our number is 15, so we'll say 15 is equal to 0. Let's run this. So this is false. The moment it gets false, then within this if statement we have this print statement, it will not get executed. Okay, it will go to the else part and it will print this, the number is positive. So if I run this, we can see that the output is number is positive. Okay, now let's take another example, last example for 0. Okay, so if I'm saying, or if I'm putting the value for number to check variable is 0, the first if statement, what it will do is that it will check whether it is greater than equal to 0 or not. So let me put it over here and run this. So this is true again. So for this line we are getting the true condition. So it will go, the program execution will come to this line and then it will check the value in this variable is equal to 0 or not. So if I put equal to 0, again we are getting true. So the output for this statement or this if clause is true. That's why we will have this print statement get executed, and now if I run this, you will see that the output that we're getting is the number is 0. Okay, now let's take another example of nested if, which will help us to understand the real world scenario. Let's take a simple scenario that we have to compute the most expensive product among the three products that has been given to us. Okay, so let's say that we have been asked to get the user input for three products, the price of three products. Okay, so I have to declare three different variable. So let's declare the first variable product 1. Okay, let me copy this, comma product 2, comma product 3. Okay, and then I am going to put a input function. So I'm going to say input, please enter the price of all three products. So we are asking the user to input the price of all three products. Now the input that will be given by the user will be int or float, right? So it's better to put int function over here before this input function. And now What we'll do is that we'll first, so let's run this and give the input 10, 15, 20. Okay, so we are getting value error because we have to give all three inputs in a single input statement, and for that, instead of this int, we have to use the eval. Okay, so let's run this again. 10, comma 15, comma 20, and press enter. Now if I print these three, we should have the value 10, 15, 20. Okay, now what we need to do is that we need to compare which product is the most expensive one. Okay, so what I can do is that I can take this product 1 and compare it with product 2, or I can take this product 1 and compare it with product 3. Similarly, I can take this product 2 and compare it with product 3, and again take this product 2 and compare it with product 1. So let's do the comparison through the programming using the nested if statements. Okay, so my first statement would be to check whether this product 1 is greater than product 2 or not. Okay, and to do that I can simply say if product 1 is greater than product 2, then what I have to do, I have to check. So let's say that this product 1 is greater than product 2, then I simply have to check this product 1 is also greater than product 3 or not. Okay, so I can say if product 1 greater than product 3. Okay, if this statement is true, then I can simply print saying that product 1 is the most expensive one. Okay, let me copy this print statement. Now what if this product 1 is less expensive than this product 3? Then we have to go to the else part and print product 3 is the most expensive one. Okay, now we have to get to the outer if statement and provide the else statement, right? Within this else statement, I can again give a simple if statement saying that check if product 2 is greater than product 3. Then I can simply print saying that product 2 is the most expensive one, right? But let's say that product 1 is less than product 2 and product 2 is less than product 3. In that case, our logic will fail. That's why we'll have to put another else statement over here saying that product 3 is the most expensive one. So now let's run this and we are getting product 3 is the most expensive one. Okay, let me remove this equal to. Okay, so product 3 is the most expensive one. Let's decode this program with each and every statement. Okay, so we have over here first condition saying that is 10 greater than 15. If I run this, you will get false. So we are getting false over here. The moment we'll get false over here, it will get into this else part. In this else part, we are checking product 2 is greater than product 3. So we are saying 15 is greater than 20. This is also false. So when this statement becomes false, the program execution will come to this else part and it will print this part. Okay, so this is how we are getting product 3 is the most expensive one. What if I simply change this parameter? Let's say that I am giving 10, 100 and 25. In this case, we have the second product is the most expensive one, right? So let's press enter, run this and this one. So we are getting product 2 is the most expensive one. Now let's decode this code again with using this 100 as a highest number. So over here what will happen? Product 1 will get compared with product 2. So 10 is 10 greater than 100. We are getting false. Then it will get into this part and then it will check this part. So we are checking 100 is greater than product 3 which is 25. So we are getting true. The moment we are getting true, this line will get printed or executed. Okay. So let's take one more example where we'll have product 1 as the highest number. So let's run this again. Let's put 100, 10 and 29. Okay, let's run this and again this one. So we are getting product 1 is the most expensive one. Now over here the first condition is checking product 1 which is 100 greater than product 2 which is 10. So we are getting true. The moment we are getting true over here in this if statement, if block will get executed. Okay, now within this line again we are checking whether 100 is greater than 29 which is product 3 and we are getting true. So that's why this line is getting printed. Okay, so this is how basically you can use the nested if statements in your program to check multiple conditions and perform the operation based on the control flow. Happy learning and see you in the next video.